Coinbase claps back at Securities and Exchange Commission proposal, Chief Executive targets Gary Gensler. Coinbase has decided to further dig in its heels against regulatory pressure from the Securities and Exchange Commission, with CEO Brian Armstrong calling out the Commission's chair Gary Gensler and the crypto exchange's legal chief hitting back at a Securities and Exchange Commission proposal that would amend custody rules for registered investment advisors, RIAs. In a 23-page letter to the Commission, Coinbase's legal head Paul Grewal outlined many ways in which the exchange doesn't agree with major revisions proposed to the investment advisor custody rule. Grewal explained that the Commission is seemingly making assumptions about crypto that would do harm to investors. Quote, "While we agree with some of the measures outlined in the proposal, we are concerned that, in its current form, the proposal makes unwarranted assumptions about custodial practices based on the Commission's experience with securities," the letter stated. Quote, "These assumptions are not necessary or appropriate, and could be detrimental to consumer protection advice for other asset classes, including crypto assets, whether or not they are securities," end quote. A registered investment advisor advises clients on investments and can leverage their portfolio. Firms that act as RIAs, like Coinbase, are registered with the Commission or state-regulated trust companies. The Commission submitted its proposal to amend the RIA rules on February 15, 2023. Grewal argued that, although the Commission's proposal widens the scope of RIA custody obligations from funds and securities to all client assets, including crypto, it doesn't adequately change the requirements to reflect that expansion. The letter requests that the Commission keep state-regulated trust companies as qualified custodians, even though Coinbase custody would retain its position under the proposal. Quote, "This works well today, so there's no reason to disrupt long-standing congressional and commission policy," Grewal explained in a Twitter thread, summing up his letter. The Coinbase legal chief further wrote, quote, "Second, the proposal would ban RIAs from trading on non-QC crypto exchanges. This wouldn't benefit IRAs or their clients and would in fact harm them. Thus, the Commission should allow limited non-QC exposure, so RIAs can trade crypto for their clients," end quote. Additionally, the letter outlined these requests and amendments. The Commission should allow RIA client assets limited exposure to non-qualified custodian environments. Standards of care, indemnification, and insurance requirements should be tailored by asset class. Sophisticated investors should be allowed to negotiate their own custodial arrangements. The Commission should revise the proposal to allow RIA custody in additional circumstances to account for early-stage crypto tokens and more. A unified possession or control standard should be adopted so that investors can hold crypto assets with a broader range of custodians. The Commission should alter the external reconciliation requirements to let qualified custodians use the best available data. The Commission should direct staff to modify accounting guidance in accordance with the proposal, so that companies and banks can hold crypto assets without recording them on balance sheets. Coinbase chief Brian Armstrong says Commission is on lone crusade. In March, the Securities and Exchange Commission served Coinbase with a Wells notice, warning that the firm was likely selling unregistered securities and therefore violating federal law. This prompted a strong response from Coinbase, quote, "We do not relish litigation against the Commission, but we will vigorously defend ourselves," end quote. The following month, Coinbase sued the Commission over an administrative matter. Now, along with the letter by Grewal, Coinbase chief Brian Armstrong has decided to publicly double down on his bad blood with the Commission. In an interview with CNBC on Monday in Dubai, the CEO said, quote, "The Commission is a bit of an outlier here. There's kind of a lone crusade, if you will, with Gary Gensler the chair there, and he has taken a more anti-crypto approach for some reason." Quote, "I don't think he's necessarily trying to regulate the industry as much as maybe curtail it," Armstrong elaborated. Quote, "But he's created some lawsuits, and I think it's quite unhelpful for the industry in the US. But it also is an opportunity for Coinbase to go get that clarity from the courts that we feel will really benefit the crypto industry and also the US more broadly." End quote. In the same interview, Armstrong announced that the firm wasn't going to relocate overseas, after suggesting Coinbase was exploring the option last month. Quote, "We're always going to have a US presence, but the US is a little behind right now," he said. It appears that Coinbase is committed to its fight, not flight approach. Got a tip? Send us an email or Proton Mail. For more informed news, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Blue Sky and Google News, or subscribe to our YouTube channel.